What's up, race fans? You're watching Bazinga Autosport. My name is Gabe. We're here at Twin Ring Motegi, the Grand Prix layout for another Skip Barber episode. Thought I had the pole position, and I can't pronounce his name. I'm going to do the best I can, but Yui grabbed the pole. He's probably a... yeah, he's a 9/10 quicker. 9/10 quicker than me. It's my second race here. First race didn't get recorded, so we're going to try this again. This race did not split. There's 14 of us. I'd say about 7 people actually posted times. So we'll see what happens. This is the second time I've qualified in second place. And we'll see how this works. Good luck, everybody. Have fun. Take it easy into the first turn. Graham, it's going to be you and me, man. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with Yui. 9/10 per lap. I can't even comprehend that.
I know, I'm going to take it slow.
Lots of room down there, but you can run out of room really fast, so. All right, here we go. Lights. Come on, lights.
Green, green, green!
Oh, good start, I think.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Still there. Stay on the right.
All right, Graham. Clear. Okay.
Left side. Clear. Left side. Clear. Car on your left. Clear. Car on your left.
Please
Clear
don't
on
hit
the
me.
left.
Well, that was a crummy start from me, definitely. iRacing supposed to says that I'm supposed to finish in third, but we'll see if we have anything to say about that. I really wish I hadn't given up that second place, because I might have been able to at least stay in his draft, but I think he's just going to get away from us.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Graham, I am sorry, that was my fault, buddy.
Should happen.
Got back to the power way too early there. Now I feel bad. It doesn't look like you're carrying any damage.
You got 10 laps to go.
Definitely got a better exit. Not like passing down into this this corner here. Just don't like doing it. You're on the verge of losing control of the race car anyways. So, and I don't think I'm going to do anything here either. Well, Yui is pulling away, as I expected. Oh, bad line into that game. Bad line into that. Okay, let's look at the best passing opportunities that I can find for Graham. Please don't spin out. I'm really jerky on the wheel for some reason, those of you that are watching my steering inputs. I don't know why.
Go ahead, Tom.
And if I would have just driven out of there.
Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the left.
So I got a 1X and a 0X for contact. Really horrible line.
Car on your left. Clear.
He had a run, so I didn't want to leave him room there, but he went way off track to get it.
You're back in second. Good job. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Looks like Javi Contreras trying to make a competition out of Graham there, and we are already 4 seconds back from this guy. I don't think I've ever raced with him before, and he just has all kinds of speed, which is very cool. Okay, so back in second place. Let's try and run some smooth laps. Pull away from Graham if I can. That's not the way you do it. Some nice smooth throttle application. Hard to break the draft at this track, especially if you're close on time. Graham and I have been close on times for a long time. You're probably thinking I'm trying to brake check him. I'm not. Felt like a decent exit. Pulled a couple of tenths away. So definitely that's true. And if I can just... Oh man. If I can just... Well, I didn't have as good of an exit through the chicane as I wanted. He's still right there. I feel good about the way that I did that corner, but I think I dropped too much speed. It's tricky to get right. In fact, the first 4 corners on this racetrack are very tricky to get right. They're not easy corners, and you can't mess up on them. There's a lot of wide racetrack. Very wide racetrack, so it's difficult to track your lines sometimes. If the monitor resolution is where they are. So making that correct arc through the corner is definitely difficult. So it looks like Graham's pulled quite a little bit of a gap on the cars behind him. So if I start making mistakes and he catches up, I'm not going to worry too terribly much about it. Looks like I'm able to lose him though. So we're cruising for a solid second place here, hopefully. Hate the rumble strip on the left there. And I've been feeling very weak through that corner, but by comparing myself to Graham there, it seems like he's not as confident as I am. And in practice right before the race, I did a few laps and I don't know, kind of got it nailed down a little bit. So that's nice. Oh boy. Too wide, didn't get the car rotated quick enough. And these first 4 corners is the main reason why I'm not able to develop a
good catch, Matthew.
Come on, shift into third. It's the main reason why I haven't been able to develop a consistent lap time around this track. Almost broken the draft on Graham, he's still got a little bit. I think the rest of the race, my goal just needs to be stay on track and don't do anything stupid. I'm not going to catch up to Yui here.
Sorry, Tom, my brakes locked up. I'm having problems.
Felt better going through there. Well, earlier I was having a hard time trying to keep this gap down. Seems like I'm having a little bit easier time keeping the gap down to this Yui guy. And if you watch this, I'm so sorry. I'm probably butchering your name. Slow out of that corner, though. It's not as big of a gap as I thought it would be. Graham is still right there, within striking distance. But the rest of the field has really dropped back quite a ways, 5 seconds to 4th place. So I'm feeling pretty safe at this point. It's really hard to see coming out of that corner exactly where you're going to track out. So I'm losing confidence putting my foot down there. Come on. Come on, car. All I need to do is one little bad mistake. One little bobble. And Graham is right back in this thing. That corner has clicked for me, too. The past probably 20 laps that I've done, I've been really starting to feel much better through there. Really bad through there, I braked too late. And missed a gear. Making all kinds of mistakes tonight. That's what happens when you race late at night, boys and girls. Your brain starts to do silly things. This guy's definitely in a league of his own. I'm not going to catch Yui. I'm just happy to hold the gap down to a second, or to lose a second per lap to him. That's acceptable. And I'll just keep focusing on my line here. That was a mistake. I needed to let Graham back into it. Looks like he may have made a similar mistake. Whoa, come on. It's not even 80 degrees outside. Here in Japan, partly cloudy skies, but the track is over 115 degrees.
Got 5 laps to go.
There's my third incident. Darn it. Come on. Shift up into third. Letting Graham back into this. I've given up 6/10 the past lap and a half or so. That's what driving and talking does, guys. You can drive and talk, then you've really arrived. And you can see how well I do at driving and talking that, well, I haven't arrived yet. Well, if I can keep this guy under 11 seconds getting away from me by the end of the race, we're going to call that a win. A little antsy on the throttle there, and a little unwilling to unwind the wheel. We're going to go down hard on the throttle. You got to be ready to unwind the wheel. Nice and smooth, little movements. Part of the problem that I'm having is that if I do a good line, sometimes I will get into a situation where I cut across the inside part of the grass. And that can be just as bad, because you get into a loose situation. I just lost all confidence in that corner now. So I don't want to get another off track. Do not want to get another off track. Missed my braking point altogether. For some reason I've been doing that a lot. That corner, I did it 3 times last race. I don't know why. My mind wanders. When you're driving a race car, don't let your mind wander. Unless you promise to bring it back. And then bring it back before the braking zone. Come on, car. Well, Yui talks. And we've got a lapper in front of us now. Not my best through there, but not my worst. Gap's looking like 10 seconds. I think I was slow on the throttle, but I did keep it towards the inside line that time. That felt pretty decent. Oh, please don't. Oh, God. Okay, the cone went underneath the car. Went underneath the car. Those of you who are wondering why I would be concerned about hitting a cone, well, I've gotten a cone stuck in my suspension in this race car. Yes, in my suspension. Between the front wing and the front suspension, I think it was on the right, and could not figure out why my lap times were so slow. As you can imagine, everyone was quite entertained by this story in the race, especially the people who kept passing me. This was several seasons ago. So, try and steer clear of the cones. I'm gonna have 2 laps to go coming down to the stripe this time, and almost a 3-second gap to Graham. That's kind of nice. This is just a few tenths every lap that I'm carving out. Hopefully this lapper lets me go by graciously, like it seems like they did with the leader.
You've got 2 laps to go. That car's a lap down.
Got it, thanks, bud. Thank you very much. That is how you get lapped, right there. Didn't even have to really go out that far, but that was no chance of contact. Didn't have to slow down at all. Didn't have to lift. Having to catch the driver at a spot on the racetrack where I wasn't going to be wasn't going to have any kind of advantage from the draft. So we'll see if Graham pulls out a little bit of a.
Thank you.
Been wrestling with 3rd gear or 2nd gear through that corner. And 2nd gear seems like the winner. He's going to get 12 seconds on me easy. I think that's what I said I didn't want to have. But we've had a clean race, relatively speaking. That contact with Graham at the end there, or at the beginning. "100% my fault. Should have not done that, essentially.
You just got the white
Really?
flag. That means 1 more lap to go.
That was quite a foolish mistake, a foolish move to even try at the beginning of the race, knowing that the leader is 9/10 faster than you in qualifying. That's just no reason to do that, and yet I did. Oh, sorry again, Graham. I'll apologize to him after the race too. That was silly. I'm glad that we were both able to continue with no damage, more or less. A little early into 3rd gear there, but short shifting is not a bad thing here. Stay on the track. Stay on the track. mess that up all kinds of bad. Sometimes I'm good through there, and sometimes I'm not. Just depends on the weather that day, I guess. Well, there's been some discussion on the forums about whether or not this track is a good track for Skip Barber. And I gotta be honest with you, it is a little long, but so far I've really enjoyed my racing and my practicing here. It's got some challenging sections to it, like this part right here, and the entry to the last chicane, and turns 1 through 4. These two semi-hairpin complexes. 2:13.3, best lap
All right, there's the
for that
checkered
race.
flag.
Not bad, not bad.
Great job, you did really well.
Good race, Graham.
Yeah, well done, Gabriel. Well deserved. Yui, keep going.
Yeah, good win there, Yui. Yeah, Graham, I apologize again. That was just a silly move at the beginning of the race. I don't know what I was thinking there. It was just kind of one of those things that was kind of instinct, because I know that, or I want to stay with the first place driver, so I was like, I'm going to stick my nose in there, and I probably shouldn't have, and then I just wasn't thinking about the fact that he's about 9/10 quicker per lap. So, yeah. Sorry again. I'm glad we were able to continue, though.
Mate, I walked away unscathed, racing incident, shit happens, still laughing, still enjoying racing. Thank you.
Yep, see you next time. Okay, guys, there you have it. We have the end of the race at Motegi here. I think I'm definitely going to do a few more of these races. So I'm really, really enjoying them. I'm enjoying them very much. Hopefully we can pull out a couple of wins, but we'll see what happens. Next week we are going to Circuit Park Zandvoort, the Grand Prix layout. I'm excited about that. So we will see you then. Thanks for riding along, and thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching.